Hello, hello, I am Bean, and welcome to what is quite a grand occasion, really. This is the 1.0 release of Back Battles, and I love this game. It's probably the best game I played last year, and I've just been playing it consistently. I've got loads of hours into it. So the 1.0 brings 2 new classes. I am totally in the dark about these. I knew the 1.0 release was coming, but I refused to watch a launch trailer. But on loading up, it's evidence that they have reset the ranks. Let's have a look at these new classes. So what are we looking at here? How do we know what class this is? Right, let's get rid of random. I'm not going to be playing random this time. Oh, a mage, of course it says over there, and an adventurer. Okay. Yeah, so these aren't the default looks. Just quickly, I want to get straight into what the game is. But you have wardrobes here, and you can sort of, with your rank tokens, you can purchase some outfits. So let's have a look at the adventurer. I like the old cowboy hat. Yeah, just kind of having a look over which one I like. Which one should I go for? I've got to go for the mage first, right? Seems pretty interesting. And I kind of like this sort of, I'm going to call it like a Persian belly dance outfit, but I'm totally naive to it. Let's buy some stuff, right? Let's get some boots as well. Let's do that. Let's save the rest of them. We've got a few more rank tokens to spend our stuff on. But anyway, let's get into it. What does your bag do? So you've got 2 bags. You've got a scholar's bag and a puzzle box bag. What have we got? We've got a starting bag. Start a battle, gain mana. Items inside have 30% chance to duplicate mana they gain. Okay, 50% chance to protect mana from removal. Pretty powerful. And they also start with this magic for dummies. 10% chance for books and spells to be on sale. Okay, I don't know what books and spells are yet. But every 5 seconds, use 1 mana. Gain 5 maximum health and +2 for each spell. Crafted spells count twice. Okay. Puzzle box. Items inside trigger 20% slower. After 5%, they trigger 50% faster. Bag brought 50% chance to restock with a puzzle bag. What does that mean? Let's do this one to start off with. It's kind of basic. We can get our head around this. Mana is not a new thing. But it looks like they've got some sort of new UI here to show that the bag effect is applying on this blueberry. So yeah, let's do this. I'll try and explain some mechanics as we go. But yeah, these games should be pretty easy, right? Our rank has been reset. So I play at a diamond level. I have been masters a few times. I generally there's a spell. But I generally like to play random. I won't be playing random for a little bit because I'm going to be smashing out these new classes. So here's a spell. So what did this do? This did the 10% chance of books and spells to be on sale, and then gain 5% maximum health +2 for, okay, not 5%, just 5. Okay, and we're going to be using mana to get that. And what do? Use 1 mana to regenerate 1 stamina. Okay. Let's have a little look at, I'm not going to look at this too much because I kind of want to find some of these new items myself first. They've changed the selling box. That's pretty cool. What does he do? Oh, it's just was okay, that's pretty cool. And I've got to get this broom. But what I want to do is I want to have a look at the recipes for this class. Okay. We've got a rainbow goobert here and a cupcake goobert. And I'm trying to find, and then they've got these sort of spell-based items, which are pretty cool. Okay, a null blade. So it looks like 2 spells make an actual physical item, right? That's pretty cool. Is there a spell for every element or something? Kind of looking like that. Or And then we've also got, okay, these wing boots aren't new. I've just not made them. Or they are new, sorry. They're just not made from new items. And is that it? I can't see anything else on here which is specific to this class. Oh, prismatic wand. Okay. Pause the video if you want to see this stuff, by the way. And a cupcake staff. Yeah, if I've hovered over anything, pause it. The tooltips are pretty good. I'm going to get this as well, just to get a bit of extra early damage here. Oh, Wand of Equilibrium. Wasn't that a recipe here? No, okay. So, what does this do? Gain, every 3 seconds gain mana, luck, or HP regen, or what's it called, regeneration, depending on what you have the least of. If you have at least 10 mana, 10 luck, or 10 regeneration, so just one of each, use one of them, whatever you have the most of, to gain in power. Okay, I don't know if I want that. Let's leave it for now. If it comes back on sale, it comes back on sale. Not min-max, I should have put the bloob in the scholar bag. Yeah, so they've just got a bit more down. Okay, so this adventurer's got like twine, right? So I'm not going to look at the adventurer too much. We'll cover that next video. And don't worry about the early round loss. Okay, I'm not going to pick this up. Chessboard. Okay, chess pieces are offered in the shop. Okay, on buy, spend 2 gold to generate a black pawn or a white pawn. Every 1 second a chess piece takes its turn. Rules. Oh my god. I'm ignoring this for now. This is going to be a whole game mechanic I'm not prepared for. Yeah, so let's just ignore that. Let's get you in there. And I don't know what I want here. Another book. So this just gives us maximum health, right? We don't really want this. So if you press Alt, I was going to say, you can see, yeah, if you press Alt, you can see recipes. So it doesn't look like this is actually involved in any recipes, so we can just ignore that for now. Let's do one more reroll. We get out of it. So I don't feel we're not particularly strong here. What is this new banner? Oh, is your banner dictated by what class you play? I think that's a new change. If it hasn't, then I've just ignored it all this time. Now we should beat them. They've got a little bit more sustain than us, but we've got more damage. Okay. We have got loads of max health, so we should win on the... Yeah. Okay, so we're just getting a bunch of max health from these books here. Okay, what have we got? Oh, unidentified skill. Replace this with a random other skill from your pool. Okay. Knife to meet you. Okay, daggers. Yeah, let's go for this. It's cheap, and I don't want any of the other ones. Okay. This isn't really going to benefit us too much. Let's get a bit more storage. And we can get this. We're just lacking damage. We got so little damage. Oh, here we go. So this is used to combine with stuff. In fact, it's used to craft this. You have 10% chance to protect your buffs from removal. Okay. Every 5 seconds, use a mana to cleanse 2 debuffs. If you have no debuffs, gain luck and... Oh. So that has got some synergy with that one thing that we got. Let's get this on the go. And I think that's all we want. So let's just roll a few... Yeah, this. So we combine these. I'm going to lock this in because I think they've got some synergy that we want. How do we make this goober? I don't know. What is the rainbow goober? Oh, sorry, that's a rainbow goober. So the cupcake goober is. Okay, I'm just losing my mind a little bit. And yeah, let's go. This doesn't do any damage really. We want the Empower. We're probably going to lose this against this. I don't really know what they've what they've got, but yeah. Let's speed this up a bit. Just death by 1,000 needles here. We did win it though, which is quite nice. Oh, we got a unique item. Okay, so I was looking at this. I'm going to get this in. And the reason... Let's get this on the go, like that. The reason why, yeah, because use 1 mana. So basically, if we can get one of our stats to 10, luck or regeneration ideally, then we will start spending stuff to get in power. I don't think I want this. We're not going to be gaining heat. Yeah, let's just ignore it for now. More books for dummies. It's another one of these things. Let's just pick these up, right? And I kind of want this as well. Yeah, let's pick this up. We're just going to start gaining some mana. And to that end, let's get these in the mana bag. Or whatever it's called. Scholar bag. To try and generate us a little bit more mana. And let's just do that then, I guess. How do I want to do this? There we go, that's fine. I'm kind of holding out for a mana orb or something like that. Yeah, so the banner changes depending on your class. Has that always been the case? What's this about? Oh, they've updated some UI here as well. Ah, that's pretty cool. They got sort of a buff debuff bar here, I guess. We do have your buffs and debuffs here, but they're kind of fixed, right? So regeneration's always the first, and it's the luck's the next one. So yeah, we are getting in power. So we got 6 in power now. Pretty nice. Yeah. If you haven't seen this game before and you just stumbled across me playing this game, it's not an expensive game. It's a pure indie game made by an indie studio, fun with Versifer. They're 2 people from Swedish. They're 2 people from from Sweden. And they've just done a really good thing here. They've opened up this sort of backpack genre, this sort of item inventory genre. We're seeing a few games come through now which are trying to draw on it. This is another spell book. Do we want to... We'll pick this up because I don't know the specialization. So at round... I don't know, is it round 8 or something? We get to pick our specialization. I think they moved it one earlier. If they got a nice one, then we can... we've got a nice book. And let's get rid of this. And let's just have a bit of a reorganization here. Okay, this is what I've got here. I've got both of our wands of equilibrium in our scholar bag, but I've just sped them up a little bit. I've got this book of ice in. The reason why I crammed it in this configuration is only to get the girl power on the go here. So yeah, it counts as a unique item for the class. And that's pretty much it. Again, blueberries in. This is not counted as a food. It kind of lanternberry. You know, it's a little bit foodish, right? So I thought it may count as a food. It doesn't. Anyway, that's what we're rocking with for now. We're probably going to have a rearrange in the future. They're not particularly strong here, but they have got a bit of damage scaling. They're going to be a lot stronger next turn as they get the Goobert combined with this chili pepper. They are strong. How are they so strong? They're just hitting me, not very much, but often, I guess. We don't have any healing, other than a little bit of regeneration, which is 1 health every 2 seconds per regeneration stack. 5 health every 2 seconds, 6 health every 2 seconds. That's a shame because we are very much catching up on their damage, but just not quick enough. Oh, what are you? Cat Spirit Companion. Star items have 20% crit hit chance. Use 1 mana to gain. This is pretty cool. You can only have 1 Spirit Companion. So it looks like we sort of are going down the Empower route. I'm happy to do this. I can't make anything crit yet. But we're going to change that shortly. We need a better weapon. I don't know what that is. We could use this to get a mana potion, which might be something that we do. Just low on space now. What can we do about this? I want to keep this as well. I want to keep both of these because they're potential to build things that we want to build. I don't really... Let's have a little rearrange here then. A little bit of this. Let's rearrange. I think this is the best way to do it. And we can get this in here. Oh, this counts as a spell book? Spell? Oh, it still counts as a spell. Oh, that's cool. I did not know that. But that's kind of screwed up how I was going to rearrange stuff. We can do that. We can do that. Sure, we can do this. There we go. Can't get the potion in, but I want to get the potion in. How do I do? I guess I can do this, right? Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, this is where the fun comes in the game. I really enjoy this trying to min-max stuff, right? So, for instance, I see that this is not encompass. So we dropped 1 in power to give this 20% crit. There's going to be a better way of doing this, but if I was just playing on my own, then I'd probably give it another pass. But at this stage in the, you know, we're early on in the rounds. We're going to try not to crash and burn, but yes, we're going against a lot stronger things. So we need to think about how we're going to get strong. And we're going to get strong by getting a stronger weapon, simple as that. But we haven't had good luck so far. So here is a cupcake. Here's a food. Heal for 7 and gain 2 buffs for the type which you have the most. It's pretty good. Okay. We have got our mana potion now, and I want to get this in here. And we could do better. There. Spear is better. It's just not great. We do get a glowing crown though, so we missed out the chance to get this holy spear. Holy spear itself isn't great either. I've got the hammer there. Here we go. Here's a mana thing. So I'm prepared to sell these. I'm gonna sell both. We need to get this in. We need to sort of stifle our losing streak here. And can we do better than what we had? I don't think so. I think that's fine. Yeah, 4 is all we can do. Fine. That is what we do then. Okay, we should start generating a bit more mana. Should have probably moved this wooden sword up here. I want to keep this wooden sword. I didn't explain myself thoroughly earlier. Just in case we get a prismatic orb, then we can get a prismatic sword. And I think that would be very good for us. It would give us a lot of starting mana, and it's a very fast hitting weapon. And suddenly we're doing a lot of damage. Maybe just because we've got a lot more mana. So we're converting a lot more mana to empower. Oh, there's achievements. What the heck? Oh, here we go. Here we go. So these are the class specialization. So let's go through these here. We got a rainbow potion. Okay, all staffs are offered in the shop. Oh. Okay, start a battle, gain mana and 1 maximum stamina for each distinct book. Gain 5 random buffs for each distinct star. So this has got diamond, stars, and triangles, which we haven't seen triangles to this date. This is the first triangle that we've had. 20 buffs used. Consume this and trigger the effect of 2 distinct potions. Okay. On initial think, I'm not loving that. Where was the star? What was the star? Why can't I... So there's a star in this item here. I can't see what the point of the star is on this tooltip. Is that an oversight? All staffs offered in the shop. I'll start a battle, gain 1 mana and 1 max for each distinct diamond book. Gain 5 random buffs for each distinct triangle staff. 3 buffs used, consume this and trigger the effects of 2 distinct... Yeah, what's going on there? I feel like I'm being stupid, but okay. Shop entered, consume start item and generate a random gemstone. Every 6 seconds, use 3 mana to become invulnerable. Or... Okay, for each 10 worth of gemstones you have up to 3 times. Increase... Okay. You can have unlimited spirit companions. Okay. So let's use this item search here. Let's have a look at spirit companions. See what there are. So we've got an owl and a badger as well. So this is crit. Duplicate. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. Use 1 mana to gain 2 mana. During fatigue, gain 8. Okay. Maximum health. Okay. Hey, I'm liking the look of this one. This is pretty cool. We need to bear in mind what we're doing. We're saying we're going for like an empower build, but we need the mana to get this empower, right? Okay, on hit gain 2 mana. Oh, this is a weapon. On hit gain 2 mana. 10% chance gain more mana. Attacks 10% faster for each cold item. Nice. 10 mana used. Heal for 10 on hit. Okay. 20 used, gain 15 damage. 30 used, inflict 3 ice on hit. Okay, oh right, I see what it means once. It means we're going to gain 10 on hit healing, but we can't double it to 20. But we will have 10 on hit healing forever. I presume it means on this weapon. That's quite interesting. And Harold the Hateful Hat. God, the Harry Potter reference, no doubt. Gain 5 random buffs. Your opponent gains 5 random buffs too. Buff removed from opponent. Items gain 3% crit chance. Self-inflicted debuff. 40% chance to gain. Okay. Deal 10 damage of your healing as magic damage. 5 per... Or item damage, 5 per... I don't know what these are. I have to remind myself all the time. They're here. They are here. Dark damage and effect damage. Okay, so I'm leaning towards this. But I think I want to go for this Spectromancer. This will be pretty cool. It's got no stamina, so it's an okay weapon. It's not going to get crazy though. And I think with this, we can go a little bit crazier with this, because we can really just snowball the amount of empower we can get. So let's go for the Spectromancer. I think it's pretty cool, and we'll pick up this as well because this gave us one of these, and these are going to give us luck and regeneration. And this is going to give us luck mana and regeneration. I do want that as well. And, oh, the cupcake stuff. We're making that now. So was that good? Use 3 mana to gain 5 buffs of the type which you have the most. Hey, yes, that's what we want. Sounds wicked. Okay, cool. Cool. And here's another. We do want this, and we do want another cupcake. We might look at getting a cupcake goober. Fill for 10 items and gain 2 buffs of which you have the most of. That might be quite cool. So we'll lock them in. We're suffering for space. I really don't want to lock that in. 5 gold. But we're going to do it. Okay, so we may be a little bit weak here. So we get a life back because when you get to your class, pick your class, you get an extra life back as well, which is pretty cool. Okay. Why have I got this? Is this something to do with them? Is this something to do with us? Who knows? Who knows? Oh, okay, from this. Oh, it is close, actually. It is close. We did win. Nice. So if you guys don't know, you can hide this Ender Screen UI. And then you can look at some combat stats and stuff like that. So best thing to do is scroll down and just sort of briefly hover over the final round win. We see we've done 156 damage from Magic Staff. Magic Staff is a very simple weapon to make, but don't be fooled by it. It does scale very well. I didn't touch on it when we combined it earlier, but use 3 mana to deal 6 damage and gain 2 damage. So you're permanently gaining 2 more damage every time you spend mana on using it. Wooden sword, 72 damage. Surprisingly, that's a lot, but that's because we got 10 empower there. So, and we can have a look where we got our empower from. So yeah, we got yeah, a good spread of empower, to be honest. Well, Wand of Equilibrium not giving us much power, but I think these will scale better as we go on. And now we're going to get our cupcake stuff. So this sounds pretty cool. Pretty happy with this. Use 3 mana to gain 5 buffs, which you had the most of. So hopefully this is going to give us infinite mana. Unsure if it will. What do you do again? Okay, you don't need mana. I do want you. I'm not going to be able to play you. Let's do a reroll. Let's lock in that goober. Let's just go. Alright, we don't care about this, do we? They've done a good amount of damage, but we don't care about it for now. It's just going to sap away our stamina. Yeah, okay, cool. I want this in the bag. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. Okay, cool. Yes. So we got another cupcake to combine with this goober. I love this new chest. Nom, 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 nom. We have got another skill round coming up as well. So we got our first skill. This it's not very good for us, to be honest. Girl power. It's okay for us, but yeah. So hopefully you're just gonna infinitely generate us mana. And by doing that, we should spend mana here in order to... We're just going crazy now. So this is going to get loads of damage. Look at that damage! And it's just getting stronger. This is cool. Like this. Nice. And we got the crit because we have Cat's Spirit Companion giving us crit chance as well. So let's just have a look at that. Let's have empower. So Cupcake Staff gave us the most empower. Yeah, wow, okay. 5 debuffs which you have the most of. Oh, right, okay. So it's just 5 of one type. I thought it might be 5 of the top 5 that you have the most of, but it's not. And Spirit Bells, that gave us 10. How did it... Okay. Gain 50% of your buffs. I missed that out. Pretty cool. But what I want to have a look at the damage. Yeah, look at the exponential damage scaling we got. We just hit a point where we had so much mana that we were just spending it as much as we can. We need more mana though. We need more mana. And this could give it to us here. Okay. This is the obvious pick. What does this do? Okay, we don't really care about that. We don't care about this. This is a possibility, but this is by far what we pick. We want to get the Goober in soon. We should think about rearranging our bag. Let me just do that quickly. Okay, this is what we got. So we wanted to combine our Goober, so I'm just getting that in there for now. We've got our Cupcake Staff in our Scholar's bag. We've got our Mana Mastery in our Scholar's bag. We've got our Mana Potion in our Scholar's bag, as well as our 3 Wands of Equilibrium. Something I didn't know. So yeah, it's on this. It's reduced damage taken for each distinct pet. So these two are the same, but we're stacking both our crit onto these. It's pretty good. And we should be getting a lot of mana now. This girl power isn't very good. Okay, I think this is okay. Let's see how it goes. We just want to scale faster than what we did last time. It was a little bit too close for my liking. But yeah, this is why I love this game. It's just no 2 runs are the same. And in fact, if you try and force builds in this game, you really get punished for it. The best thing to know if you want to get good at this game and you just want to focus on one class, the best thing to do is just ooh, that was a bit more of an emphatic win, but the best thing to do is get like 3 or 4 or 5 different classes, different builds for a class, and just focus on them. If you want to get high elo just on one class, that's the best way to do it. Okay, so heal for 10 and gain 2 buffs of... So I'm gonna have to rearrange this. I'm not doing it now. Let's just get some little bits in here. Just getting this blueberry in for the Mana Mastery. And really can't get this to be very good at all. Which is a shame. In fact, do want to speed up this a bit more. So let's get that in like that. We can do better with this. We can do a lot better with this. Do that. Nice. Okay. Stop telling me to take you, chessboard. Hey, here we go. Owl Spirit Companion. Okay, we did look at this. Items gain 20% chance to duplicate any buffs they gain. So I'm thinking I kind of want to do that for... Where are you? What were you? Is it something I've got rid of? Wasn't there something I had that after like 8 seconds it gave us 50% more buffs or something? Am I losing my mind here? Oh, here we go. Yeah, it was the Spirit Bells. Okay. So I kind of want that on there. And here. That's pretty good. Okay. So this is probably going to be more important to get in here. But I want it on the Spirit Bells as well. Yeah. And this is going to be giving us a lot of buffs as well. Yeah, okay, let's leave that. Let's get this as well. And let's move on. Ka-ching! New animation. My healing is 18% less effective. Thanks to a lot of these amethysts. Okay, so we have got all the mana we need right now. Okay. And this is hitting super hard, and it's got 40% crit chance as well. One more hit and they're dead. Easy peasy. Okay, we're getting up there in wins, which is good. Oh, we haven't seen this mage hat before. Gain... okay, gain armor for each common item. Gain mana for each rare item. Reduce effect damage taken by 10% for each epic item. Don't think I want to go down that route. Don't think I want to go down that. This is just going to eat our buffs. We don't want to eat our buffs, right? We want to stack the buffs. We have got this dark scroll. So what does it do on its own? Every 3 seconds, items trigger 10% faster. Inflict blind for yourself up to 10 times. What accuracy does this have? 90% accuracy. Okay, so we don't want to be doing that. Some magical weapons have like 200% accuracy, so you could easily get away with doing that. And what was the thing that combined into? So we had this here, the Death Lotus. Gain 3 mana and remove 2 debuffs from your opponent. Use 1 luck to regenerate 1 stamina. I'm not bothered by that. I'm not bothered by that. Using luck. I don't think we're going to have stamina problems here. We're fine for now. Yeah, I don't think we want that. In fact, we can just buy this anyway. Cool. Let's move on then. Oh, here we go. Okay. This is the ice block. Spell scroll ice block. Okay, gain 2 armor for each ice your opponent and remove all of their ice at once. Okay, we don't have any shielding. This is something we definitely could think about doing. Wouldn't be against it. We'll probably get this as well. But I just wanted to check out the... Okay, we could have possibly made this. Don't want that though. And we can make this. 20% chance to reflect debuffs. After 6 seconds, gain 30% of your buffs. Gain 30%. Gain 35%. That's pretty cool. Let's get this cold mirror. I think that's worth trying out, right? How can we get that? Let's just force this in. That would do. That's 5, and that's 5 as well. Let's get this in, and let's get this in as well. Though, how can we do this? I guess we can just do this, right? There we go. Nice. This is a big ticket item. It's not that good for its price as it is. But because we are going to be regenerating so much regeneration, I think it's quite good. Yeah, this guy's got a pack of cards build, or deck of cards build. Pretty cool. You sort of link your cards together, and whichever ones you turn over depends on the effect. How strong is it? I don't think it's that strong at the moment. It's a fun build, and that's what people should do in this game. Build to have fun, because you can make some seemingly weak builds actually pretty crazy. Okay. We're up to 19 regeneration and 22 in power. We're still winning. What is this? Script of Light. Use 1 mana to gain 1... Ah. I want that. Let's get rid of this. I want storage. There's that prismatic orb. Which we may want. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. we get this. Okay. So what are we doing here? We are doing some things like that, right? No. I think this is better. This cold mirror sees 2. This sees 2. Okay. And this is 2. So all spells. So that I was just pondering over. You have tags here. Right at the bottom of each tooltip, you have these tags, right? They look like, just so I can point to them, you got holy magic, etc. And all the spells seem to have the holy tag on them, which is quite interesting. Something I haven't thought about. Yeah, let's save up our money. Still lacking for space. So we could probably see it getting this in somewhere, somehow. So it's actually useful. I guess we can do something like this. It's fine. Nothing changes. Okay, so we're just looking for a way to speed up using our mana. Like, we don't want to use that too fast, but we want to use some mana to generate other buffs. And our mana is getting out of hand a little. There we go. 24 regeneration. They are hitting us really hard, though. Oh, we won! So again, if this is a long video, guys, I do apologize, only because we are talking about some stuff and just trying out a new character. When you get 10 victories, which is not always a given, you get the opportunity to go to survival or just take the rank points, right? You can see the rank points I get for leaving here is 28. I have the opportunity to get up to 42. So, you know, about 75% more than that. And rank survival is just more fun. We just get to carry on with our build. So why wouldn't we? I'm just looking at this, and I'm going to buy this, stick in there. I'm hoping for some cheap. Oh, okay, we got some all sorts of stuff. Use that and that to use one to gain. That's really good. We're gaining 2 buffs from using one, and it's not using mana. I also want to get this because we are a little bit low on accuracy, so we'll top it up. But let's just do this for now. It's going to give us some initial mana. You know, we could find a spot like this. Still just going to give us 1 holy. Okay, so we may as well just do what we did. So yeah, we want to buy all these. I don't want to keep being offered these potion belts. Let's leave this out. I want to combine these and then we can do stuff with potions. We're going to have a rearrange shortly as well. Maybe when we buy all these next turn. So they've gone for a food build, but with a few different things like a stone golem. So they're going to be hitting hard straight from the onset. And they're going to have really good sustain here. So that's going to be pretty tricky. I really like Reaper. Reaper is one of my favourite classes, if not... I think Reaper is my favourite class, barring the 2 new ones. Really enjoying this wizard so far, though. Getting a lot of buffs here. What's our damage like here? Really good. Yeah, so I put this corrupted crystal in our thing, so in our weapon here. So opponent below 30% health deal plus 50% damage. So it's just going to really finish them off. It doesn't matter if they generate a shit ton of armor there. It just finish them off. That'd be hitting for like 150. A 1.5 second cooldown. Very good. Right. Right, so let's get this in. Can we afford everything? We can. We're probably not going to be able to fit everything. Theoretically, we can fit everything in. It's going to be tough. Let's have a sort of final rearrange. That took a little while, but let's see what we got here. So we got our cupcake staff, and we have got the crit of both cat spirits on it. We've got the oil lamp on it, and we've got the owl spirit like straddling like 3 very important items, right? Straddling the cupcake staff. So this is going to give us a chance to get duplicate buffs. Straddling this, which after 8 seconds gives us 50% of our buffs. Straddling this as well, which after 6 seconds gives us 35% more of our buffs. So hopefully we have a chance to duplicate them. It's a one shot, but it's okay. Yeah, just a lot of really good stuff. I mean, I could turn this over. This would be something we could do. Because this is more consistent. They're giving us buffs. So that might be an option, but this doesn't give us buffs, does it? Whereas this does. So we could do that just to change it out. So yeah, then our Cupcake Goobert. Again, our Cupcake Goobert would be nice to have this owl on, but hey ho. It's strategizing 4 different items, all relatively low cooldowns as well. So, and then we've got a pretty good mana mastery here, just missing 2 of the stars. Then we've got 6 different mana items within our bag. Just looking good, yeah, just a very solid setup. Now, whether we're going to win or not, I do not know. But there's only one way to find out. Okay, what are they? They're sort of like a heat build, but I'm struggling to see their damage. They've got hammer daggers, right? So when the hammer has a chance to stun, and when it stuns, it procs all the daggers as well. So they could be quite good, but they're not going to scale very well. A little bit of heat scaling. Ooh, oh, I said that, but they did scale. Quite interesting, yeah. I'm not sure. Yeah, so they just get a bit. They use their heat to scale their daggers. Surprised it done that much damage, to be honest, but I guess they're in sudden death anyway. Achievement. How do we access the achievements? We'll have to find out on the title screen. We do have another one of these, but it's not what we want. Let's try and get some cool stuff in here. Get mana orb. Get this. Okay, yeah, just trying to generate as much power as possible here. And I think this is good. We will get that as well. How many rounds have we got left? I think we got like, what, 3 more rounds left? I like to slow it right down, by the way, on these later stages. It's a good way of educating yourself on how you're winning, how you're losing, what you need. Oh boy, that hurt him badly. He was full health, and then we just done like 2 lots of 150. Look at all these buffs. What's the damage on this now? 123 to 126. Nice. 100% accuracy, 40% crit chance. Nice. Another cupcake. May as well. Be rude not to, really, wouldn't it? It is a food. Oh, the Cupcake Goober is not a food, though. I do have some bloobs here. So I guess I can pick that up and dump it there. We'll get that anyway. Oh, here's the badger. Okay. Maximum health. Won't mind the badger. We could get it in somewhere. How many rounds have we got left? 2 more rounds. Sorry, I was being blind before. Yeah, let's get the badger in next round. This is a fun build. This just centering around generating buffs. And not one buff in particular, but just like any buffs, right? So I guess the key is you need to keep your mana up. Let's just used all our mana there through the mana orb. That is a one-time use though. The good news actually is that we're going to be generating other stuff instead of mana. So I picked that up to combine, but actually that's a real good idea. No longer are we generating too much mana. 47 in power. Yeah, it's even more powerful. And our survival is just this, right? Regeneration. Every 2 seconds we're getting 30 heal. Which is quite nice. We could even get this as well. And some storage. Don't need storage here. We'll grab it. Let's seize that. For each. Okay. You can just do this, I guess. Get this in as well. Oh, is this better? That is slightly better. And that sees our spirit bells. Reduce damage. So we're going to be reducing damage now for 3 plus 4. So 7 seconds. We're going to take 30% less damage. And this is pointless, really, right? 25%. Let's just lock this in. We've got one more round after this. And we don't need offensive power anymore. Wait, what? What's going on here? Scissor swords? That's a new recipe. I'll look at that another day. I'm sure you guys pause the video and you could beat me to it. But I love playing these games blind. It's the best way to play these blind. Once you've got an idea of the concepts of the game, just go to town. Just like, don't ruin stuff for yourself. There's no point. We are taking a lot of damage here, though. And we done really well. Oh, sorry, this was the final round anyway. But yeah, we done really well here. We got 13 wins, 2 lives remaining. So that was ranked. That was our first ranked game of the season. We got 36 ranked mastery, so we would have had 28 if we ducked out of it. Before we go, I just want to see this achievements thing. Where is that? Am I being a silly Billy? We sort of started... I don't know where it is. Recipes, history, it's not going to be in history. Wardrobe, it's not in wardrobe. Go away. Yeah, no idea where they are. The achievements. Anyway, that was our first look at the Mage class for the 1.0 Backpack Battles release, and super hyped, and I'm going to be playing this for years to come. I've already played it for about, I don't know, well over a year and a half. I want to say I played it like March, April, May time 2 years ago. I reckon 2 years I've been playing this. Brilliant game. Anyway, until next episode, bye bye.